My expectations about the program, after having spoken to a few founders that had been through the program previously, was that it's intense, it's detailed, and there will be a lot of pressure.
They are more elevated, they are more real, they are more based on experiences moved from the mentors to us whom are actual, I would say, startup builders. It's not just theories, it's not just things that you would go about and read over the internet, but more than frameworks that you could actually put on work.
We actually learned a lot about ourselves during the program, and the program really helps us to think about growth strategy and product market fit strategy going forward. So it's much deeper and much broader program than what I've expected in the beginning.
Achieve our goals in a faster pace.
We would want to achieve
Growth.
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 So, what are the results of 8 startups that joined Batch 8 on September 8th? We did not plan this. It just happened. And it's been called so to be a lucky number. So we wish them all the best of luck with all the great work that they do. Tonight, you'll see them on the stage. And with the infinity sign behind me, we wish them an infinite number of opportunities and a lot of discussions, hopefully, after the pitch. Well, good evening, dear guests, and our ever-growing, flourishing community. We see it growing every day. You're all welcome today. My name is Amal Dekhan, Managing Partner at 500 Global, and we manage here today this wonderful Sanabil 500 Accelerator that you're about to see the results of today. And I want to welcome all of you here to Riyadh, because I know many of you have flown from different parts of the world. And as you can see, this community is growing bigger and bigger every day, with so many local investors and a lot of internationals and community members as well. So welcome to all of you. Every journey that we take with the founders in these programs, it transforms us as a team before it touches each and every single one of them and before they get transformed. So we're thankful for this journey with all of these founders. The unique mix that we do between the founders and mentors, between the residents and the visitors as well, and between the Sanabil 500 team, that comes and flourishes all of this experience is what makes them reach where they are today, which you're about to see, on this stage. Remember, many choose to take this journey alone, but those founders chose to take part of it with us. So we're very lucky and we're very thankful that they trusted us with their time. Over the past 8 batches, so much has happened. 4 years. And I remember standing on the stage, when we started our first batches, it was virtual, and then we moved actually to the stage. A lot has happened, and many companies have achieved so many milestones, and we're so proud of that. But a lot of numbers as well have been achieved, over this journey. And the one who will share this with us is our dear partner, who's actually with us and surrounding us throughout this journey. Please help me welcome Sara Al-Mubarak, Head of Sector Development at Sanabil Investments, to share the story with us. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Sanabil 500 Demo Day, where we celebrate the progress of our Accelerator program and the potential of the entrepreneurial community we proudly support. At Sanabil, we are committed to the transformative power of ideas. Our mission goes beyond financial investment. We actually thrive to be a catalyst to drive innovations that can shape the future. This year marks the 4th year of our Accelerator program, through which we've deployed $28.5 million into 125 companies, providing them with tools that can shape their industries and scale their impact. I'm proud to share that 65 of our portfolio companies have raised a whopping $109 million in follow-on funding. And to date, and generated over 11,000 jobs, fostering female leadership. Today, I'm proud to introduce to you 8 startups tackling challenges in agri-tech, construction tech, mobility, and more. This Demo Day is their platform to showcase their progress and share their vision. This success would not be possible without the support of our community. To the Sanabil team, to our partners at 500 Global, your collaboration and dedication has been instrumental to our success. And most importantly, to the investors filling this room time after time with your enthusiasm and support. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to what we will achieve together. Please join me in welcoming Courtney Powell, the COO of 500 Global, to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. It is my distinct pleasure to be here tonight with all of you. We're so honored that you've chosen to join us and welcome these incredible 8 companies tonight. It's been such a pleasure to be a part of this community, investing across the MENA region for more than a decade, with the support of our partners here in this room, with Sanabil Investments and many others who had made this journey possible. Tonight, you're going to see 8 phenomenal companies who have been selected from hundreds of applications from around the region and participated in our incredible program together. We are so excited to see these companies launch today and continue to create jobs and economic development throughout the region. We're so pleased that we get to share this evening with you and want to thank you again for your time with us. Congratulations, Batch 8. We look forward to seeing everything that you're going to do in the world. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abdurrahman Jifri. I'm a partner at 500 Global, and I'm eternally grateful to you for taking the time to see these founders pitch their life's work. Are you ready to meet some founders? What would you do if Yahoo asked you to build an iOS app, but you've never built one before? If you're anything like our first founder on stage, you'd buy a Mac, learn iOS development in 3 days, and deliver in 3 months. That same instinct of chasing opportunity and challenge drove him to leave Seattle for Riyadh to build his next venture. While he's planning his expedition to Antarctica, the only continent he has yet to explore, he's also making sure that you can take your own adventures with confidence. So please, help me welcome to the stage, with a lot of big energy, Masoud from Yasmina.
Buying insurance is boring and complicated. But what if it was as simple as adding an item to a cart? For Expedia, this simple button, it drives $500 million in annual revenue for them, a solution I built during my time there. And now we're tackling a bigger opportunity. You see, 79% of customers prefer buying insurance at the point of purchase because they actually trust the seller, which makes insurance feel more reliable. But businesses can't offer it due to technical, regulatory, and operational hurdles. Yasmina changes that. With just a single line of code, any online business can offer instant insurance at checkout. We've helped clients seamlessly offer insurance to 3 million customers. We've partnered with 3 top insurance companies to cover all of life's little surprises, customizing insurance policies for each customer, covering multiple insurance products. One client integrated the first of its kind insurance solution in just 1 day, simplifying car ownership transfers and cutting the cost of insurance operations by 90%. In just 6 months, we have processed $4 million in insurance policies, growing 145%. Growing 145% month over month. The opportunity is huge. Insurance in MENA is a $150 billion market, and we are the right people to go after it. My co-founder Bashar brings extensive insurance expertise as a former SAMA director and an ex-CEO of an insurance company. And I was an InsurTech product director at Expedia and Maersk. Together, we're building the first embedded insurance solution in the region. Insurance at checkout is not the future. It's happening now. Be part of it.
Our next founder harbors an obsession for agricultural excellence that you can only get from having farming in your blood. He's spent hundreds of nights in farms collecting valuable growth data. He's personally delivered 7 trucks of strawberries just to prove to an initial client that he can deliver with quality. As the grandson of a Nile Valley farmer, he is combining his heritage with his technical expertise to make sure that when you go to his booth and you try their incredible strawberries, that behind each one of them is a very happy farmer. Please help me welcome to the stage Amr from Cultivaet.
Today, Mina, we rely on 50 million small farmers to produce 2/3 of our region's food. These farmers lose up to 40% of their crops each season, driving up food prices and increasing our reliance on imports. While technology has moved the rest of the world forward, farmers still face 3 critical challenges: unpredictable weather patterns, difficulty adapting to modern farming best practices, and lost income to middlemen who control market access. This is where Cultivaet comes in. We've developed simple solutions for each of these challenges, increasing in more than 85% reduction in crop losses and an increase of farmer profitability by up to 30%. Here is how we do it. Each farmer gets instant access to daily farming instructions, personalized for their crop and region, backed by always-on support. Then we connect farmers to our marketplace, where buyers compete for the produce. And the best part of this, all this technology costs farmers nothing, 0, as we earn 6% commission when they sell through our marketplace, leaving them to focus on what they do best, growing. In less than 3 months, we have grown to 11,000 farmers and successfully connected them to premium buyers who will commit $6 million in upcoming purchases. We're not just passionate, we're proven with deep experience in agronomy, data, and AI. We have the expertise to scale the solution. Cultivaet is targeting the $100 billion market of food produced by small farmers in the MENA region. I'm Amr. We are Cultivaet. Join us as we build the technology that feeds the region and beyond.
Up next is a founder who is determination personified. During COVID, she wanted to plant some trees, but lockdowns got in the way. So overnight, she coded up a platform that allowed her and thousands of others to have trees planted on their behalf. It is still up to this very day. After working with some of MENA's leading tech startups, she wanted to launch her own venture, but the lack of capital got in the way. She took on 3 jobs in different time zones, concurrently for 7 months straight, to bootstrap her next venture. One thing's for sure, if she has a goal, I wouldn't want to be in her way. Please give a big hand to Aisha from Sahl.
I say I'm too late, got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. That's what people say. I go on too many dates, but I can't make them stay. At least that's what people say. That's what people say.
PDPL, GDPR, SOC 1, SOC 2, ISO, PCI. No, they are not just acronyms. Getting one of them wrong could cost businesses millions of dollars in hefty fines. In fact, A MENA-based company was fined $1 million for one small mistake. And with Saudi personal data protection law now fully enforced, the stakes are even higher than ever. Every company must comply, not just to prevent fines, but to avoid negative press and to gain their customers' confidence. This represents a market of $50 billion, with MENA being the fastest growing region among it. Yet, compliance remains complex, time-consuming, and expensive. But here we make it, Sahl. Sahl is an AI-powered platform which eliminates complexity, automate process with an easy-to-use interface. At Sahl, businesses can cover multiple local and global compliances in one go. What used to take 6 months, we have reduced down to just 6 days. We take care of compliances for businesses so they can focus on growth. We do not just provide one-time fix. We provide businesses with long-term support to ensure continuous compliance. And we are delivering results. In just 8 weeks, we have generated $300,000 in annual recurring revenue. And we are growing. With the world taking data protection standards and regulations more seriously, the need for an efficient, scalable compliance solution has never been greater. My team and I, we come with a decade of expertise in compliance and technology. We know the pain points, the challenges, and most importantly, the solution. We built Sahl to turn compliance into a competitive advantage. Sahl is one company that every company needs. The market is mandatory. The need is urgent. And the solution is Sahl. Let's talk.
I say I'm too late. Got nothing in my brain. That's what people say. That's what people say.
Up next is a founder who brings together an eclectic mix of taste and drive. In 2017, he launched Saudi Arabia's first independent vinyl store. And then, from the precise rhythm of a vinyl record to the orchestrated movement of heavy machinery, he's been able to engineer harmony in the most unexpected places. Along with his co-founder, his friend since second grade, they've gone from breaking into conferences to getting key initial clients to transforming the way Saudi Arabia's giga projects operate. Please give a big welcome to Mansour from Equiptal.
The Saudi construction market is booming. With $2 trillion in projects, it's set to be the largest construction market globally. There are over 140,000 contractors managing over 1 million pieces of heavy equipment, competing for a piece of this pie. But it's far from an easy cash grab. Contractors are often pressured to deliver projects within tight timelines, navigating complex deliverables. Although these projects are futuristic, contractors remain stuck in the past, and in the race to deliver ambitious projects, this is how contractors are planning to get there, with a clipboard, a timesheet manually filled for every single piece of equipment on site to measure its utilization. When scaling this to thousands of pieces of equipment, hundreds of supervisors across multiple sites, we now have a nightmare. Not only it's inaccurate, but it leaves billions on the table for our clients. We built Equiptal to automate processes like this, replacing manual entries with sensory data. We let the equipment do the talking. We replaced clipboards with smart dashboards, turning downtime into opportunities, and it's working. One of our recent clients thought they had 60% utilization of their fleet, when in reality, they had 30%. This translates into $1 million of unrealized revenue in a month. It's examples like this why we've grown our subscription ARR 9x to $650,000 in just 10 months.
Managing heavy equipment is crucial now more than ever, and we are the right team to make it happen. With decades of experience navigating the challenges of heavy equipment management with major contractors and PIF-owned subsidiaries. Come talk to us. Let's show you how every single piece of equipment can be utilized to its fullest potential.
Once you've experienced firsthand how difficult it is to climb the economic ladder, it's a lesson you never forget. Our next founder started working at 14 in a computer shop and selling clothes in the market to support his family, all while teaching himself to code. After a successful tenure at Microsoft and the Bank of England, he helped put his sisters through law and medical school, and he could have chosen an easier path. But instead, he's dedicated himself to solving the problem that countless entrepreneurs, much like his younger self, face: access to capital. Please give me a huge welcome for Nu'man from Orbii.
We've enabled short-term B2B lenders to make near instant credit decisions. In the last 4 weeks alone, we've unlocked over $5 million for borrowers in a market that is historically underserved. Let me explain why this is a pretty big deal. Only 9% of an industry that's worth over $250 billion is currently addressed, leaving the rest sitting on the table waiting to be deployed. The cost of having a team of credit analysts spending over 3 weeks to approve a single 30-day loan just doesn't make any sense. And they don't have sufficient data to make good decisions. Demographics and credit history do not provide a complete picture of a borrower's financial health or their future performance. This leads to over 80% of applications being rejected, and of the ones that are approved, 30% still default. The current methods are just not working. That's why Orbii has developed scientifically proven AI models that provide a multi-dimensional view of a borrower's real financial behavior. This is an order of magnitude a better way to assess. Orbii's customers get over 1,000 data points in less than 4 minutes. And with our real-time analytics, lenders are alerted of potential defaults before they happen, empowering them to give borrowers that extra flexibility. Our customers make decisions in minutes and have increased approvals by 40%, all while reducing defaults by half. We charge a fixed yearly subscription fee and a percentage of the approved loan. Transaction analytics is what I did at the Bank of England. And innovating finance using AI is how we all met at Microsoft. We make credit decisions smarter for lenders. And the smartest decision you need to make is to come talk to us.
As investors, we often talk about founder market fit. Our next founder was almost built for his company. He brings the knowledge of a pharmacist, the precision of a genetic engineer, and the discipline of someone who's been boxing since the age of 16. After 3 successful healthcare ventures, he's driven $20 million worth of sales here in the region. And he's ready to take on his biggest and most ambitious challenge yet, to make sure that no one misses a critical moment of care. Please give a big welcome to Bilal from Hakeem Health.
This year, we have grown 10x to 180,000 patients with 1 million prescriptions processed. But the story started when I was 6 years old. My father passed away from a heart attack because his medications wasn't fulfilled on time. He was far too young, and he's not alone. In today's healthcare landscape, hospitals struggle to ensure that patients fulfill their prescriptions after they are written, leading to delayed recoveries, worsening health, and even death. This lack of control impacts patient outcomes and increases costs, presenting a critical gap in care. Hakeem Health integrates into hospital systems for a seamless pharmacy experience to enable a real-time tracking of prescription fulfillment and delivery and ensure medication adherence. We're bridging the gap between prescriptions and treatment, improving patient outcomes, reducing disease risks, and streamlining pharmacy operations. This year, we've made $1.6 million in revenue, with 85% of our customers returning for refills. Through our hospital partnerships, we make a 15% commission on each order and an annual subscription fee starting at $20,000. And with a $35 billion pharmaceutical industry rapidly growing across MENA, the opportunity is massive. Pharmacy automation is what I did at MSD and IBM Watson Health, while our tech team have built the insurance e-claim management systems in Saudi Arabia and the UAE. Join us today to reshape healthcare so nobody has to say goodbye too soon.
From the early days of India's ride-hailing revolution, where he had a front row seat, to the analytical world of investment banking, our next founder has always paid close attention to the human side of the business. Recently, he made the decision to leave investment banking to more deeply touch lives instead of spreadsheets. He spent months carefully selecting, convincing, and building an all-star team to help him with his next venture. Although he's a sleep-deprived new dad, he is more determined than ever to not just build a company, but a legacy. Please give me a huge welcome for Abhishek from Neo Mobility.
Scan it, send it, fax, rename it, touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, stock, format it. Technologic, buy it, use it, break it, fix it, crash it, change it, mail, upgrade it, chart it, point it, zoom it, press it, snap it, work it, quick erase it, write it, cut it, paste it, save it, load it, check it, quick rewrite it, plug it, play it, turn it, flip it, drag it, drop it.
When we incepted Neo in last December, we were told that in our oil-based region, EVs won't work. But in 10 months of our launch, we are doing $10 million in ARR, and we are profitable. Our clients, such as Noon and Amazon, have fleet electrification targets, as they want to reduce their cost per transaction, have better control over operations, and achieve their net zero goals. While for drivers, have increased earnings and better quality of life. But they have not been able to do so far. Let's take Amazon, for example. Amazon across India and Europe have deployed more than 20,000 EVs, but in the Middle East, they are yet to start their journey. The reason is that companies like Amazon rely on their delivery partners to do deliveries. These delivery companies cannot do it as the current EV value chain in the Middle East is broken. With multiple stakeholders trying to make their own margins, it becomes too expensive to adopt. We integrated the entire value chain through our tech-enabled platform, which comprise of the right electric vehicle products, charging and swapping infrastructure, driver partners, and a technology layer that ties all these components as one full-stack solution. This is why we are profitable while being an asset-light business. Hi, I'm Abhishek, ex-investment banker at PwC, and I'm joined by my co-founder Anish, ex-COO of Trucker, and who sold his last company to Amazon. Today, across the UAE and Saudi, where we just launched, we offer our solution as delivery as a service and get paid per order or per vehicle. While championing this, our clients are committed to deploy more than 10,000 EVs over the next 3 years, which for us is 20x growth. Exciting, but for us, it's not only about deploying those vehicles. It's about democratizing access to EVs to other companies and drivers through our subscription model. So now companies like Amazon have NIO as their electric fleet partner and also help their other delivery partners to do the same. This is how we help all stakeholders achieve their net zero goals. The future is electric and we are leading the charge. Are you in?
Unit, print it, scan it, send it, fax, rename it, touch it, bring it, pay it, watch it, turn it, leave it, start, format it. Technologic, buy it, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, mail, upgrade it, charge it.
Some people hedge their bets. Our next founder burns his boats. From a small village in Russia, he earned his way to becoming a UN diplomat in Vienna. And then, at the height of his diplomatic career, he felt that there was a bigger impact to be had in business. He traded in his diplomatic immunity for the boardrooms of McKinsey. But he wasn't done just yet. He left the prestige of consulting in Europe for Riyadh to build his next venture. He's picking up Arabic as his 5th language and is building his new venture with his trademark style. All in, no safety net, no hesitation. Please give me a big welcome for Daniel from Scopely.
Pum, 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 y la cosa suena ra, 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 ra. Scooby-Doo, pa, pa, y el pum, 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 pum. Tú quieres juca, pásamelo 20. Tú quieres juca, pásamelo 20. Tú quieres juca, pásamelo 20. Si no, te voy a romper los dientes. Tú quieres juca, pásamelo 20. Tú quieres juca, pásamelo 20. Tú quieres juca, pásamelo 20. Si no.
So many people dream of starting a restaurant until they actually own one. That was me. I left McKinsey to build a restaurant business in Europe, and I encountered chaos. Sudden kitchen floods to forgotten orders and everything in between. And almost every issue can be traced back to one thing: lack of worker training. But workers quit faster than you can train them. In Saudi Arabia alone, customer-facing industries like F&B spend $15 billion annually on training. Today, all of it is done in person because existing training apps don't work for F&B workers. They need real-time feedback and repeated practice, long-term. Impossible with apps typically made for office jobs. Introducing Scopely, the mobile training app that is actually used. In fact, workers use it 20 times more than other training apps. They literally choose Scopely over scrolling Instagram. Scopely turns training into a fun game. Now, making a perfect burger or restocking shelves becomes muscle memory. Atikrar yualem al-shutar. And their employers love us even more. Scopely has proven to cut in-person training time and cost by more than 50%. We created Scopely because it's the solution we once needed ourselves. Raresh and I sold our restaurant business to Austria's biggest restaurant group, and we moved to Saudi, the fastest growing F&B market globally. We teamed up with Mohammed, who launched Uber Eats in the kingdom. And together, we've already signed major Saudi F&B clients, set to bring Scopely to 100+ branches by the end of this month. F&B is just the beginning. We're already running pilots in other customer-facing industries with the customers like Fitness Time. There will be a day when every chef, every fitness trainer, every worker you interact with is trained by Scopely. Let's talk.
Pum, 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 pum. Y la cosa suena ra, 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 ra. Scooby-Doo, pa, pa. Y el pum, 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 pum. Tú quieres juca, pásamelo 20. Tú quieres juca, pásamelo 20. Tú quieres juca, pásamelo 20.
Short stage appearance, but the journey is really long, and we can't wait to see them grow and grow. That wraps up our stage presence for this evening. And to his note, التكرار يعلم الشطار, or repetition makes perfect sort of thing. I'm trying to translate it. I think hearing more of these stories would be the best way to continue this evening. And that's why behind this wall, you have the booths of the founders, we have dinner ready so you can socialize, have the conversations with them and enjoy the rest of your evening with them. And for us also to spend some time with you and welcome you definitely behind these walls. We really appreciate your presence, your continuous commitment. I feel generally, humbled by every time I stand on the stage and present these companies. And for us to see the success with our partners, it's the biggest thing. And hopefully, we never stop. This. It's the right time in the kingdom. It's the right time for all of us to do what we're doing. And we are blessed to be learning, to be exposed to these technologies every day. I think our minds are wired differently, definitely after working with these founders. So I thank all of you for being here. And before I wrap this up, I want to invite all the founders to come to stage for one final round of applause for all of them. Please, founders, join me on the stage. And I want to also invite 500 team and mentors as well, and Sanabil Investments team, please, for a final group photo, if you allow us. Saudi Venture Capital team, please allow us for a final photo. And thank you so much, everybody, and see you in batch 9. Thank you so much, everybody. Can you believe it's over?